everyone. Welcome back to another edition of What's Happening Now with CNI Solutions. As always, remember to like, share, and comment on this broadcast. The information that we're going to have tonight may not be beneficial to you, but it could be beneficial to someone else who may need this. Braidathon. Got a lot of talk coming about the upcoming Braidathon this Sunday, 31st, at the Bob Harrison Senior Center, 8 to 5. If you are in need to get your child a haircut or locks retwist, please have them sign up on the website, CNI Solutions website. Just go to events, click on the Braidathon icon, see more, and we will have some appointment slots available. They are going fast, so please make sure that you do sign them up. If you still have a child that does need the braids put into their hair, you need to contact me directly. And once I get that contact information from you, I will go ahead and manually input your child in for getting their braids done. So please do not forget that. Upcoming classes, we got our upcoming entrepreneur course is going to be starting on 4 August. If you have not signed up for that course, please do so at this time, as we will be starting out on 4 August with no delay. So go ahead and sign up if you are interested in starting and running your business in a professional manner. Please let us know so we can go ahead and get you started. We are in a we are unconventionally hosting tonight. I'm in a different location than Mr. Fomby is right now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is hand it off to Mr. Fomby so he can go ahead and introduce tonight's guest.
All right, everyone. Hey, welcome. We're here in the studio here in Huntsville, Alabama. All right. Hey, Charles, one of the things I wanted to talk about was I heard that fabulous commercial this morning on 94.1 here in Huntsville, Alabama, talking about, CNI and its donations. Okay, so if you happen to be listening in, we are still looking for donations to support our community-based organization, CNI Solutions, and the things that we do here in the community, to include, it helps to support the Braidathon that Mr. Charles Fry just talked about. So thank you very much. Hey, fabulous time we're going to have here today. We have in the studio Mr. and Mrs. Battle, right? Yes. Of Pest Kings. So, and they're a part of what's happening now in Huntsville here with CNI Solutions. So welcome. We appreciate you coming by. All right. So, Pest King, who is Pest King?
Who is Pest King?
All right. Yes, Pest King is really originated and founded by the gentleman sitting over there. So I'm gonna let him just share a tad bit before I go in.
Okay.
So who is Pest King? Pest King is our locally owned pest control company.
Okay.
That we started November last year by faith.
Okay.
One of the different lifestyle.
Right.
And want to take back control over our lives. So we decided to have faith and do it ourselves.
Right. Faith is it's big. If you don't know what faith is, definitely take a look at what faith is. So through faith, you start an organization. Okay. So what type of organization? Is it a family-based organization? Or?
It's a family basis for starting it, but we hire anybody. You don't have to be family to work for.
Okay. So the viewers probably want to know, we talked about Pest King. What is it at Pest King? What do you all do?
Well, we do pest control for residential, commercial, and industrial businesses. All pests. We're licensed and insured. State of Alabama.
Okay.
Also Huntsville, Madison County, and Madison and surrounding areas.
Mm-hmm.
We just come in to give you control back over your home.
Okay.
And with a personal touch. We got these big major companies that you never get a chance to meet the owners.
Right.
So we want to make it personal where you can know us, build trust, and also take care of your problems.
Right. One of the things that we really appreciate, we talk about here at CNI Solutions, is about community. And what is it that we can give back to the community, being a community-based organization, and what it will not just mean today, but for the future. Because as our communities become more dilapidated and the changes that are happening, we need powerful people, small businesses like yourself. So I'm going to do something right here. You brought someone along with you, and I'm going to bring them into the picture right here. All right, who do we have with us today?
Hello, my name is Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah.
Battle. I'm the son of
these two people.
All right. So you're talking currently a family-based business when you all got started. So how long have you been in business?
10 months.
Yes,
10 months.
Yes.
10 months.
Yes.
All right.
10 months. Yes.
So is this like the brain trust right here?
This is the he the bronze of the outfit. That's my pest control technician.
Okay. All right.
He's gonna be the man that you're gonna get those 5-star reviews about on home advice and just leaving in our website.
Okay, that's right. That's right. That's another thing that we often talk to our entrepreneurs that come to our center about are the reviews and how important they are. Hey, thank you very much, and welcome to you as well. And what those reviews mean to a small business, because people live and die by those reviews,
right.
And I can just the small amount of time we've been together, I can tell that when you're out there servicing community is a very important part of what you do. So how important is that to you?
The reviews?
Yes.
You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Well, the reviews are absolutely important.
Right.
And after this broadcast, and you get to know a little bit more about us, go to the website, even frequent the page, or even call us for business. See, the reviews I've seen on Mr. Battle, which initially started before Isaiah came on, were excellent 5-star reviews, where it got us, calls, phones ringing, message, emails, all these different types of social media people, really reaching out because they saw the quality work.
Right.
The reviews, really played a part in our customer base.
Right.
They've been a game changer for us.
Right. Customers. So you've been in business for 10 months. So that COVID, I know that's not one of my that COVID played a part in your business?
Yes. COVID catapulted us to start our business.
Right. Oh. This is awesome.
Yeah, so
very true.
So we believe in keeping the biblical feast.
Okay.
And so in my job I worked as a pest control technician at a former local pest control company here for a few years.
Okay.
And so I was what they call a peak performer with President's Club. And so they give me, when you do a good job, they give you free vacation.
Okay.
And also, so I use that vacation to keep these feasts. And when I put it in for it, I had bought my plane ticket. We had got everything set to go, and we got COVID-19.
Yes.
And so my job at the time wanted me to take that vacation time and put it in for them and not go to my trip. And I was trying to explain to them that I didn't want to do that. And then they just put pressure on me, and I just had an epiphany. Like, who are y'all to tell me?
Right.
I got to get permission from you
right.
to go worship, first of all, God. And then you're going to tell me, no, I'm not supposed to just succumb to that.
Right.
I decided then, I'm just going to have faith. And so thanks to COVID-19 for us getting sick and overcoming.
Right.
And starting our own business from them telling me no.
Right. Well, epiphany, some people may say divine intervention and things don't, but we won't go deep into that. But, we have found that some businesses didn't make it through the COVID time. Your business was spun because of an epiphany / the desire was upon you to go ahead and do this for yourself, and not just for yourself, but for your family and community, right. Because some of the things that I've seen that are important to you is community.
Yes.
And so what are some of the things you do within the community? Or even before you started your business?
So we also have a ministry.
Okay.
So we teach the Bible. I call myself I'm a pastor, but a Torah teacher. So we believe in giving back to our community, more so our people.
Okay.
Everybody, but also our people, because we're the ones who don't get the help that we need.
Right.
And so I decided, if we're going to start our own business and going to do full-time ministry, we're going to flip the script and we're going to give to the people instead of people giving to us. So what we want to do, we want to provide jobs for the ones who said they didn't have an education, willing to train people.
Right.
And then hopefully in the future we can get an agriculture program and start gardens to kind of feed our community as well. So we got a big vision. We just went up being patient and waiting for the right timing, but also so you can give you more information.
Okay.
Yeah, as community is very important and essential to us, just as family.
Mhm.
It's a family-based business, and our goal initially is to create generational wealth. And with that, you can bring, assets, abundance to the community. You see our son, he's in his 20s. We have 4 children. In some form or fashion, we hope and pray that they're able to be a part, that they can, of the business and work the business so they can take it and share with the community.
Right.
I absolutely do believe in teach someone else what you know. Do not be one to have to micromanage or lord over someone to keep power. I believe power is in sharing what you know. Teach it that you may perpetuate this knowledge.
Right.
So our goal is to be uplifting in the community, extremely positive, a message that we want to send and equip, our youth and some young adults.
Right.
I mean, people are struggling right now. You can do it. And we did it by stepping out on
Right.
That's right.
People don't believe in themselves, so we're gonna try to be that example to let them see. So the Bible say, you're a city set upon the hill. You let your light shine before me.
Okay.
So we feel doing persevering and growing, that people can see us and be inspired to do something for themselves as well.
That's very, very important. So viewers out there, if you do have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat and we can get those questions to our guest here, Pest King. Charles, I know Charles is still out there. Charles, you have any questions?
Yeah, so I mean, this is awesome. There were a few questions I think some of the viewers had. I think Ms. Shamiko Hale asked, this is a 2-part question for you guys. What was your biggest challenge in getting started? And what was both of yours actual background before starting this business?
So me go first?
Yes.
So my actual background, I'm a former pest control technician, slash corrections officer, slash lawn care technician, slash pastor. I'm some of everything.
Okay.
What was the other part of the question? What was the biggest challenge to get started?
Yeah.
I had to believe in myself. I had to stop leaning to my own understanding, stop looking at, how things look in the natural. And I had to learn how to have patience to know that when things didn't happen the way I thought they should that day, don't get discouraged, you want to stop. So I had to get past how things looked and how I felt and did it anyway with the goal in mind of taking care of my family. Like the movie Cinderella Man, when they got their lights turned out and they had everybody blowing the sandwich when that man got in that ring, that dude hit him, he had that flashback in the dark. That's my flashback. Every time a trial hit me, I think of them blowing the sandwich in the dark. And I realized it's time to keep on going.
Absolutely.
Real talk. Oh, for me, background would be I have done mortgages. The latest job I had, I currently hold a CDL. I work for Madison City Schools. Prior to this, I actually retired from there before COVID. And I think the hardest or the difficultest challenge has been having a customer base before you become legitimate. Because Mr. Battles or Kerry Battles, my husband's work spoke for him, that people were calling his personal phone looking for him. So we literally had 25 customers ready for service and we had to become legitimate. So I had to learn how to jump through hoops, the red tape, learn how to get us certified, do this, that, and the other within a span of 2 weeks. I even set up our first website. I did, something very generic, but now, we're thankful for what we're able to do now. So I think learning the business, making sure certifications and things are met by the state, making sure all of our human resources and things are in order. And I think that's been the greatest hoop because the money, finances, connection, will come. We just need to have our foundation right, so that we can keep moving forward. Foundation is everything.
Right. So nothing is complete until the paperwork is done. And that's once again.
Totally.
Yeah. Once again. And that's oftentimes I find with my time around business owners is that when they don't do those things, they end up finding themselves in trouble with
The law.
the law, which the IRS and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
And they can't survive after that. So that's a good thing. Charles, you have any something else there, Charles? Uh-oh, we lost your volume now, Charles.
It is very unusual to find a dynamic group such as yourself and owning a business that's normally dominated by big corporate Orkin and everyone else. Are you the only minority-owned pest control company in the Huntsville area?
I don't know. I think we are. We've heard that there was another minority owned, but we've tried to contact that person, but we haven't been able to. So I think we may be.
Okay. All right. One of the questions we also got from one of the viewers, Ms. Pamela Fry, she says, as a pastor, what was the denominations did you minister in?
Well, we don't do the denomination. We teach the word of the Most High. Now I'm against man-made traditions. I think that yes. So I think that religion got our people kind of blind.
Mm-hmm.
I think we more so we use religion as emotions and not what the Bible is meant for. So my responsibility as a pastor is to teach you the truth by the Spirit of the Most High, not you being in your emotions. That's our problem. We want to shout, dance, and run for things we'll never have. And we figured that we can give money and we're going to get back blessed. Where reality is your obedience. Is you willing to do what's right in spite of yourself. So, so my goal is to try to rechange the mindset of our people and try to be a true leader to our people. So, being a pastor is a difficult responsibility, but it's a lot to it.
I think you definitely have that true understanding from my standpoint. What was that, Charles?
We had one more question, and one of the viewers is asking, what type of training is required to become a certified in pest control?
Well, at my the first thing you want to do in pest control training is you need to learn your chemicals. And you need to make sure that you follow the labels on everything that you do. You need to learn about insect and learn about people's problem. I think the most important part of pest control though is outside of the chemicals and learning that is your customer. So the most important part of pest control is your customer. Learn, listen to them, seeing what they want, being concerned about them, and addressing their needs, and having integrity. And don't let money be your motivation. I think our motto, we've heard it before, but our motto is to use the money and love the people. Mm-hmm. And that way, whenever you need me to come in your home, the money won't blind me, but your circumstance, what you're dealing with, your rest, your children, your family, what you have in your heart, your concerns, that's what matters to me. And then I'm able to solve your problems based on what you feel instead of what you think your pockets. You can collect your pockets with.
Right.
So was that not awesome? As a technician, the quality of concern and customer service that you would get on that aspect, but you do and are required to have a state license.
Yes.
There are commercial applicator license that are required. And there are two sets of license you can have. And most of your larger pest control companies, which Mr. Battle is, we operate under Mr. Battle's license currently, and he holds the primary set of license where you can open a business. Do you mind elaborating on that?
So I have my commercial applicators license. We are not a franchise, but we can franchise. So you have to have your license. You got to go take a test.
Yes.
In the state of Alabama, you have to have at least 2 years of W-2s or a year's experience with your previous company's letterhead or 4-year degree.
Yes.
And so I qualified for everything except for a degree.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you have to go take your test. And once you take your test, you have to contact the state of Alabama. They got to send you a code for you to read these laws, and then you take your test. And then once you take your test, it's gonna let you know then if you passed or failed. And once you did that, they're gonna send you more paperwork for insurance purposes and to apply for your licenses. And then you send that in, and they send you back your licenses. And then that's when you can get started. But for those who have no experience and desire to be a part of pest control, you can come to me, and I'll thoroughly train you. We have continuing education classes that we take once a month, so I'll make sure that you're trained thoroughly. We'll get you educated, and we'll make sure that you're qualified to go into people's homes. So,
Oh wow.
So is it mostly OJT, or is there actually like a course or a school that someone would go to learn, like you said chemicals and how to use them and what to put down and so forth?
Well, in the state of Alabama, you have Alabama A&M University and you have Auburn University. The company that I work for, can we say the company we used to work for? Well, we don't want to brand them up, but the company I used to work for, they thoroughly trained us. They put us in school, and also they put you in Purdue, Purdue University. So you do those things, and so they train you. Myself personally, I did things on my own. I kind of went by myself and just started reading things by myself to learn on my own. So I just prayed about it, went to the test and passed it, and started my business.
But for anybody, who's considering or wanting to be hired by Pest King, you would have on-the-job training that we would, through email and in some type of way, let you know when and where you need to do your continuing education. So that's our process. So as we grow and we bring in more employees, I think this is going to be, a great experience. But you will have on-the-job training, and you will be assigned, as I'm doing currently, because we're working on some termite here. I'll be the termite specialist, so I do a little bit more than just sit behind a desk, so you will actually, it'll be some self-initiated courses and some on-the-job training.
Awesome. So, this is one of the points, and I kind of alluded to this, prior to coming on air tonight, is what keeps you up at night? What is that part of doing business and that keeps you up at night?
You go first.
For me, that kept me up at night, and I had explained this previously, was just making sure we have our foundation laid. And after you've laid that foundation, making sure that we're making choices that benefit the company. After all, this is a family-based business as well as faith-based.
Right.
Everything we do, we have moral standards, integrity. So are we living up to that? And outside of that, that would be my personal reflection within, and then naturally the money increase, acquiring more, properties, acquiring more customers, and how do we get that done?
Right.
So.
Okay, sir.
Well, don't not keep me up at night.
The pastor.
Yeah. But you know what? That's good. And one of the things that we, one of our great donors, Will Technologies, and one of the things that she laid before our students was this. When she started Will Technologies, they're in business. There are those things that before you go into prayer and remember that faith, the size of that mustard seed, right? Sometimes it hits you. It hits you, and those are the things that we kind of talk to people about to be prepared for in small business. As we were listening to you, ma'am, about small business and what you do in the background, which I think is really important. You talked about processes and procedures and things like that. Oftentimes, small businesses take those things, or they don't know, or they become so involved with making money that they they don't prepare for growth. And I remember in the beginning, you said, you all had customers before you had certain things that were in place.
Absolutely.
And so having those processes in place ensures that you're ready for expansion. You're ready to grow.
Right.
Because when that increase happens, there's a responsibility of pastors and the saints to ensure that they're ready. Right.
Right.
Okay, Charles, you had another one for us out
Yeah,
there?
I do have another question. Actually, it's from one of the viewers as well. Mr. Battle, I know you mentioned that you have worked for previous companies before, but how does one decide that they want to go into pest control? Is that an interest that you've always had growing up, interested in bugs? Or where did that inclination come from? Says, yep, I want to do this. And for you, Miss Battle and Isaiah, how do you two decide? I've never dealt with bugs before, but now I do.
Well, that pest control. The thing that made me want to start my own business, I want to cut the middleman out. I saw a company that would take you and make money with you, but don't give you the opportunity to make it for yourself, or take you and gas your head up with making money, but they never show you how you can take this right here and help your family make money without them. They don't try to put you on your feet. Mm-hmm. And me, on the other hand, from where I'm from, in my background, I've seen a lot of people who always said they had a chance, or somebody to help them. And then, a lot of times these young men, like it happened to me, a lot of times people try to start certain things. They don't have good credit. They don't have money, and they need somebody to help them. So what made me, want to really do the business for real is to help people, to try to get that person who said they never had a chance. And that's what motivated me. So many people feel so inadequate, like they can't do anything. And especially when you see us, Black people, we feel we can't do nothing based on what somebody tell us. We allow somebody else to determine our outcome based on them defining us. We're trying to define ourselves. We're trying to let the Most High define us. Right. If He can define us, He can determine our outcome. Right. So what made me also do that was to stop allowing this company to define me, to put a limit on me, to tell me when I can and can't take off. And then when I tell them no, I was some of the bad guys. So I figured, look here. So if that's the case, then no. You can't tell me what to do. And I want everybody else who wanted to do something for themselves to learn how to tell other people no. And also, sorry. No. Also, to start this, I had to. What made me want to start my own business? Well, I decided it was time for me to stop being fearful. And so, in that case, I wanted to, embrace the challenge of hearing everybody say how businesses start, don't last, or how people say, well, you got to go get you another job to get insurance. We're trying to defy all that. We're gonna last not based on my words, but based on just the word of the Most High. I live by faith, for real. Not by religion. I live based on what the Most High tell me. I learn how to take control of my emotions. And then my patience possess my soul, so I can do the will of the Most High. So that's my take.
I make sure I wanted to let you go through that explanation, because there are viewers out there, and I know there are viewers out there on this CNI team. CNI team doesn't exist in this building. Right. To understand that they're taking a chance on your capabilities and who you are, and doing it in faith, right? Yeah. And also having the desire to help others. And I know, even though that you didn't speak that, your faith was combined with the work that you do. Yes. And for those potential small business owners, just another caveat. Was that for August? We're starting our next class, so go to CNI Solutions, .org and go ahead and sign up. But do understand that's some of the things that we reinforce. You do it from you're doing your business, your small business through speaking of faith, right? In the works that go along with it. That's the same things we talk about. The work that you put in is what you expect to get out of it.
Right.
Set your goals, set your priorities, understand your business, study your business, study your customers, understand who your customer is, and what they're looking for, and go out after it. Right. Charles, it seems like you have another one out there.
Well, I don't think there's another one out there, but I do have one for myself. Listening to you speak and how you got started and what's driving you to become this successful business that you are. What challenge do you face on a day-to-day basis in doing your job?
The sun.
The elements are.
Does Isaiah say the same thing?
Can we get a third witness on that?
I have to get up, man. Repeat the question one more time. The challenges I face.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face on a day-to-day basis in doing the job that you're doing?
You go first.
Okay, the elements for sure. And while Carrie thinks on it, I was troubled when we first got started, and they end up encountering several different people from a lead source we have, and they were judgmental, because you have shaded brothers pull up in the truck. We have natural hair. You see all of our features. We have uniform. You wouldn't have gotten this lead or gotten to us without us being legitimate, and show a lot of the stereotyping, a lot of the being those being judgmental. And we have it on both sides. It's not just the less melanated family we have, it's us too.
All melanated people. Yeah.
So I think that is a big hindrance to not patronize one another, or to automatically assume, oh, this is some, off the cuff. No, we're legitimate, licensed, insured, and along with that, to just add to the question, you have to be licensed and insured. As we have to have that capabilities, even in hiring technicians, it is required. So with that being said, that is kind of disheartening for me.
Right.
Yes. You hit something very hard, and believe it or not, CNI Solution could do what's happening now could do a whole new segment on that alone. And talking about the services being rendered and the support being rendered from the less melanated and the melanated, because I think what has happened, years have gone on, and we have been not necessarily been taught, but we have been shown that it's normally the less melanated people who do this job. It's normally these people who do this job. So when you come into the play and decide, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to make it legit, and I'm going to be a powerful force to be reckoned with it, then you get that side eye from our people who say this can't be right, or they're not going to do right, or they're not legit. So that is a stigmatism that myself and Mr. Farmer, we try to overcome with our entrepreneurs who come through our course, to let them know that, you need to make yourself different. You need to make yourself more marketable in this community that we're in. Another question for you. In the great state of Texas, there is a problem with Texas sweet ant. What do you feel is the biggest issue here in the Huntsville area?
Ooh, goodness gracious. Which side of town? Isaiah, you want So the biggest problem that we've seen, it just depends on the side of town that you on. Rats.
Really?
Man, goodness, rats, mice. We have so many customers they have rat problems because of our cities. I guess coming out up through the creeks, the sewer system. So I have houses that's so big. There's $1 million houses that people have rats, and I have houses that's a $25,000 house. They got rats. It does not matter what side of town that you live on. Don't matter how clean your house is. None of that stuff, and that's one of our biggest issues.
Mm-hmm.
Rats. Our next one is what do we say? Roaches.
Roaches?
Man, roaches. I see some houses. Look at you. Got to pray before you go in, but
We'll give you the top 3.
roaches is our next. Roach. Yes, and then I don't know, ants.
The ants.
Pharaoh ants. We got a lot of pharaoh ants in a lot of homes because pharaoh ants. I have some homes that a pharaoh ant can have more than one colony. So you might have ants in your bathroom, you might have ants in your kitchen, you may have ants in your living room, and you think that that's the same colony, and it's not. And a lot of times, when you start seeing that trail that's trailing, that's only like 2% of the colony. The 90% is still hidden somewhere. And so a lot of times in the summertime, especially, ants pick up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So those are our top 3.
So is that true if you wipe your finger through the trail that they'll lose their way?
If you put a little Clorox wipe down there, yes.
Hey, Joe.
Last night.
So with that being said, Carrie, Miss Battle, and I'm assuming, do you go into the field and are you in those homes trying to eradicate the rats and those roaches and those ants? And if you are, how do you manage that? Are you not fearful of something jumping on you or getting inside your hair or anything like that?
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so this will spring into some of the last question you had. How did I even come about agreeing to do it? Was that to support the vision. And in supporting the vision, I found that Mr. Battle was so knowledgeable and his understanding was extensive in what he did till I had no clue that and I share with my children and my grandchildren that, hey, when we step outside, you in the pest world, this is their house. They own this. So with that being said, I have worked out an awesome plan, y'all. A totally awesome plan. I don't do rats, snakes, or spiders, but I would do your termites. I would do your bees. But to tell you the truth, I would rather not, but I have been around. I have been inside in the field in a roach infested home apartment. Unbelievable. And they were falling in my hair. So it's part of the job and you learn how to deal with it.
There you go.
Hopefully that helped.
So let me go back and caveat on something. Charles was given a very, very insightful backdrop on when he was talking about CNI. And when Charles and I started this cast, that's one of the things that we wanted to also highlight was to help change that stigma. So people will know about small businesses like yourselves and what they have to offer to the community. So as our viewers grow and our viewers share these casts, right, the people know. Yes, you have a beautiful website, and if we get our producer to kind of put up that page, but you have a beautiful website. You do great work. I think there's growth potential. There's a lot of potential in that sector and what you do. Just bringing that service, that feel. I have my concerns about open the door for the maintenance man, and especially the milkman. But I think I'll open the door for you.
Right.
Well, good.
Well, hey, so Brewster, Mr. Battle, there's a couple other questions, and someone's asking on something about ants. And basically they're asking is, are carpenter ants as bad as termites? Are they as damaging as termites?
No. Termites is a whole nother beast. Yeah, termites. Carpenter ants can be bad. They won't destroy a home as fast or like termites will. No, they're not. They're not as bad as termites.
Wow.
Anything to say on that?
So termites I've been places where I've seen the pods or whatever they are. They drill in the concrete and they drill. So how long normally does termite treatment last?
Give me that, Isaiah. Let me take this answer.
Okay, we got Isaiah the technician here.
He's chiming in.
All right. So it depends on what kind of treatment that you do. You have you can dig trenches around the house, or you can set up a bait station for termites. The bait station will draw them away from the house. That can last up to about a year. But when you dig a trench, that lasts up to about 10 years based on the product that we use because it soaks down into the ground.
Okay. So what I've seen, and most of them seem like they have a green top. Their intent is to draw away from the house.
Right. Those are called citricon stations. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
You keep them away from the foundation as far as possible. So when they're eating on that bait, they draw from the house, and you got to turn.
So I'm not going to try to bait anyone in this particular question. This question goes this way, right?
That was good.
Is it better to do termite control when you purchase a home, or especially is Huntsville known for termites? When I can say that, and it's your customer area. Do you suggest doing it prior to? So for me, I go out and do a new home. Do you suggest that I go ahead and do that type of service?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
You want to take care of your home, and you want to get termite protection. You do, because you've seen that movie Popeye when they carry the house off.
Yeah,
that's real life.
Termites can cause
they can do damage to you.
Yeah. Speaking of damage, they cause $5 billion of damage, property damage a year. So, and it's kind of a tenant's legal responsibility to make sure that you have a termite bond on your home or a termite inspection done. Because if you don't,
a termite bond. Yes.
Because if you don't, then your house falls. It's like you can't go to the state and they can't help you because you didn't do your job per se. They don't tell you that you got to get it, but it's best to get it.
And it is. And just to piggyback, it is optional in purchasing a home, and most people opt out. This is something that came up in one of my other business circles, and one of the inspectors there, was able to let them know, hey, don't buy this home, because it's a infestation of termites, and they opted out.
Right.
Of the seller, I believe, opted out of having it. And so it was a big fiasco, and it cost you in the end. Yes. So it is something you want to do from the start.
Right. I think that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of press to the viewers, and new homeowners, and those who do not think that it's important. Understand the area that you live, and what the norms and that information out there is there's an availability out there for that information. And that was that old saying once, pay me now or pay me later.
Right.
So I think it's probably better to pay me now.
Pay me now.
Or you definitely, because I've been in places around the world that are like that. Yeah, go ahead there, Charles.
I know that the website shows that y'all guys are based out of Madison, Alabama, but how far will you go out to service a customer?
Oh, we go everywhere. We have customers right now as far as 2 hours out. We go all the way to Tennessee, Georgia.
Wow.
We everywhere. Yeah, we don't let nothing stop us.
Wow.
That's great. So how do they contact you? I know we put up the page. I'm going to let you do your 30-second pitch, right? So how does a customer contact you?
So you can through our website, you can contact us. Our phone number is 256-566-9791. Also, you can contact us through Home Advisor, Angie's Lead, and also we're part of the Madison City Chamber of Commerce, and preferably the Black Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, well, we are working on
it. Working on being a part as well. But our website is the best place. www.pest-king.com.
There you go. Yeah, a very beautiful website. I love that
Thank you.
red. You know, there it is,
Ooh.
right there.
Pest value
Yes.
Pest. This is our brand.
Awesome. Charles, you have anything else to follow up?
No, I don't have anything follow up. The battles. We appreciate you guys for coming in and spending time with us on this broadcast and parting that knowledge that you are parting with us and to our viewers because it is great information to have. I know you made a wake up call with me and preferably on some of my homes that I need to start looking at and thinking about doing. And Isaiah, we also appreciate your knowledge base that you have given us and imparting that knowledge to us and helping us understand a little bit more about pest control. And I hope you guys are inspirational to future business owners who want to become into that pest business and they look you guys up and perhaps come work with you all and try to learn what it is that needs to be done. So kudos to you guys for everything that you are doing. We appreciate it. We appreciate what y'all are doing in the community, and by all means, CNI Solutions is here anytime that y'all guys want to stop by. Viewers, don't forget Sunday's going to be our Braidathon. If you hadn't signed up, please get signed up, and always remember, your yesterday is not your today, and your today is not your tomorrow.